Hey, I'm Holly or DocHollyHealth. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to work on flexibility for getting the splits. Ever since I got mine, a lot of you have been asking me, how did you do that? What stretches did you do? Or can I post a video that goes through your sequence? So that's what I'm gonna do right now. You will need 2 yoga blocks and maybe a strap if you like to use one. And just get ready to listen to your body. A lot of us think that flexibility is about being in pain and pushing ourselves into that pain every time, but that is just not true. We want our body to feel safe and relaxed. So breathe into it and just be exactly where you are today. The splits took me over 8 months to get, so this is something that you gotta do every day. Come back to this video again and again and again. So let's start at the front of your mats in a nice forward fold. I like to bend my knees a little bit at first and just kind of slowly make my way in. Grab opposite elbows and just sway. I'm already thinking about where I want to be, which is shifting my tailbone to the sky, shifting a little weight to the balls of your feet too, to help elongate your hamstrings. And then I want to be relaxed, so I'm just going, how can I breathe a little deeper and relax muscles from my neck up. Just get into this feel-good place, this feel-good energy. As the body starts to let you in, you can start to elongate deeper and deeper in your spine, just letting gravity infiltrate its way through. And maybe releasing your hands, you can walk them to the back side of the left leg and pull yourself closer into the left leg. Or you can walk your fingers on the floor, but just make sure your hips stay pretty evenly back. Pump in and out of it, find the end, just back off a little bit. I'm always moving little bit in my stretches, just to see where I'm at. And then let's do the other side. You can hold anywhere along that leg and drag yourself towards it gently. You can walk your hands to the side on your fingertips. Remember, you're also free to move in these. Find where you feel the best stretch. Just hang out there a little bit. Meditate there a little bit. Good, coming back to the center. Take yourself in a little bit more. Perfect, and then set your hands down, get back onto your hands and your knees. And then we're gonna start with half splits. I'll start with my right. My right side, I don't have the splits yet. I wish, but it's all about the process. So I have my foot and my knee like they're on 2 tracks, not too narrow, not on a tight rope. Pull the toes toward your nose and stabilize by squeezing in your inner thighs just a bit. And then you want a nice long spine. The forward fold comes from hinging from the low back, not from rounding and reaching my toes. So I'll start inhaling, reaching up for length, and then find length, 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 length as far as you can, like you're reaching something in front of you, and then fold in. You can always use yoga blocks if you've got a little more space to go. If your hands can touch the ground, you can be on your fingertips or on your palms, just not dumping weight into your hands. So inhale, reach out, nose to toes, and exhale, make your way deeper. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, length, exhale, deepen. It's like you're listening to the whispers of your body. When is it gonna let you in? When is it less intense? And you can just go micrometers further. It's very, very subtle. And sometimes you wake up certain days and you're just tighter that day. You don't know why, it's just how we are. There's a lot that goes into it. You can even walk your hands to the side on the outside of your right leg. Just keep plugging that right hip back, back, back as you rotate to the side. Use that yogi breath. And then one stretch that we forget to do is we don't just need our hamstrings opened for the splits, we also need our hip flexors. So I love this kneeling lunge. You're gonna flatten your right foot, prop yourself up first so that your hands are gonna be up on that right knee. Tuck the tailbone under, scoop in and up on the core, and then you wanna start to just melt your hips towards the floor. If you need a little more space, just keep scooting that knee back until you're really getting that deep stretch in the front of the left hip. So you can see, if you look really closely, I'm not just staying here, I'm pumping in and out, finding the end, backing off a bit. And you can even pause this video at any point and just hang out in the stretches longer. Where do you need to be? Where do you feel the tightest? Stay there. Once again, you can hold this, or if you want a little bit more into the quads, you can take this left arm up and around, grab in on the left foot, and start to pull it closer and closer to you. This is gonna get more into those deep quad muscles that attach on the other side of the knee. You can take your elbow into it if you really have more space, or use a strap, or just hang out in the one we were doing before. These are just other versions, other variations, if you're ready for that next little bit. And then maybe put on your favorite music or a podcast. Maybe something inspirational to start your morning. Something that makes it enjoyable for you. Good, release. Then we'll just do the other side. Pull the right foot back, get the left knee up there, left foot up there, because we'll start with the half splits. So straightening that left leg, dig it in, always activating a little bit. So I'm activating my hamstrings by digging my heel in, almost like you're pulling it back. Inhale, reach up for the length, and then you're gonna reach forward as far as you can with that flat back. Whoop, a little bit of balance, and then get into your stretch. Inhale, reach forward, gaze forward. Exhale, soften in. It's like finding your strength, but also your softness. There can be both. You're strengthening your core by scooping it in. It's gonna also protect your low back. Even my quad is tight, pulling up on the kneecap. That way your muscles feel like they can control the new range if they're strong in it. Once you feel like you're at a really deep point, you can just hold it in. Really deep exhales. And you can walk your hands over to the left if you did that on the other side, getting that little different angle of the hamstrings, but just keep plugging that left hip back and even pulling that right hip forward. That way you feel it. And you're not compensating, which our body always tries to do. Good, walk it back in. Now we're gonna do the lunge. So set the left foot down. First, push yourself up, hands on the left knee, unhook your toes, tuck the hips under, and then melt them, magnetize them to the floor. And you can just hang out there a little bit, bump in and out of it, squeeze the right glute. If I want more, I'll just lengthen. But you're trying not to be, some people complain about, oh, this hurts my kneecap. But it shouldn't. If you're on, see how far forward I am on that kneecap? It's not on the hard bone. It's like on the soft part. And I'm using so much muscle activation that all my weight's not on one point. I'm pushing down my left foot. I'm using my muscles in the front leg. I'm using my muscles in the back leg. So you almost have this little bit of like energy rising up because you're holding it instead of just completely melting down. There's a little bit of opposition all the time. That's what yoga's about, having that duality. Good, one more breath here. And then you can stay here or you can pull the right foot in. You can take this right arm up and over, grabbing the inside of the foot, and then square back off and see if you can pull it closer. You can hold it there. You can take it into the right elbow crease and pull it closer from there. Just ideas. And these are ways to just calm the mind to start the day too. I love stretching and just moving. Any sort of movement's medicine, even if our goal isn't to reach the splits completely. It's not always wanting more, it's enjoying the process. Like, I just enjoy stretching now. Whoop, release that. Take this left knee back, shake your feet out. And then we'll go onto our backs quickly. And if you want your strap for this, you can grab it. Hug the knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Release the left leg straight down. Hold the back of your right thigh. And then slowly straighten it to your max capacity. That's not painful. And you can hold anywhere along the leg that you have leverage for and feels good. Now, something to think about is also plugging this right thigh away from you and then pulling the toes towards you. So you can put a strap around this arch of the foot and just be holding it. You can take your 2 peace fingers around your big toe, which I like to do, and just start to find that little movement at the end range. You're like playing with the end range, testing. Okay, where is it? Where do I feel it? And then back off a little bit. So starting off with this little nose to toes angle, and you want to be relaxed in your shoulders, relaxed in your jaw. You can take the angle toes to right shoulder, very slight, just not way out here, just a little slight rotation, getting different inside fibers of that hamstring. Or you can take the toes to the left shoulder. Again, not way over, getting into the hip, but getting to the outer hamstrings. Pull it through there. Listen for the whispers. You're kind of always searching and just like exploring. Learning about yourself. Good, come back one more time to the center, pull in a little bit more. And then release, shake it out. Maybe take a sigh, inhale through the nose, sigh it out. And then we'll start with the left leg, hold behind the left thigh, plug it away from you, straighten the leg, hold anywhere along that leg. Or take your peace fingers to the big toe. Any variation that you feel comfortable with. So I'm starting nose to toes, toes to nose, pulsing it out. I'm outside, so just looking up, admiring nature. Maybe you're admiring where you are too. What can you find around you that you're grateful for? You'll notice which side is tighter than the other. I've got my splits on the left side, not on the right. But some days my other side feels tighter, so I never know. And then we're gonna take it to the left shoulder. Always reminding myself, follow my breath, follow my body, harmonize that connection. That's the answer there. Harmonizing the body and the mind every day. And then we can take the little angle towards the shoulder. Notice where you feel it. Ooh, feels good. And then take it back to the center. Maybe pulling in just that much more. And release, shake it out. Any way you'd like, come all the way up. I'm gonna use my yoga blocks for this one. We're gonna get into it. So starting with half splits on the right side, I'm gonna pop this right leg out in front of me. Bacha. Inhale for length. And first just take a few half split pumps first. Inhale, drive the chest forward, heart forward. Take it in. Now there's a lot of room between a half splits and a splits. So that's why I like these yoga blocks. I'm slowly just gonna kind of hop my right foot forward and just tucking my back toes under, if you can see that. I think you can. And then I'm just gonna drag it back. And then that's kind of where I feel a good stretch now. So now I'm up on my yoga blocks, tall posture, and I'm just gonna do those pulses like all the other stretches I've done. Pulsing in the end range, pulse, pulse, pulse. I'm controlling it. I have control over this, so it's not dangerous. My inner thighs are squeezing, my core is squeezing, and then I'm like, all right, got a little bit more. I'm gonna pulse it here. If you're a lot higher, you don't even have to get this far, or you can use something that's higher up to control. You can place blocks underneath your sit bones or pillows or blankets and just hang out there. Listen to your body. See, I'm going a little further. Not too bad on this right side today. Maybe I'll get it, oh, let's not get carried away, but maybe I'll get it here. Digging my right heel in, I'm working to straighten the right leg. Pulse there. So I would hold this, doing this stretch for 3 minutes a day. I would start warming up with the other stretches, and then I'll just bounce into the end range, setting a timer on my phone, 3 minutes. Because that's how our body works. We have to do it in order to get there. It's called specialization. Work into it. Back it up more when you have more space. Maybe turn your body a little bit to the right. Just don't force it. It's all about the flow. Maybe look back over to the left. I might even take my hand just to the right yoga block. If you have a strength for this, you can pick up the left hand and reach it across you. Any ways I feel like I can just move my body around that feel good, it's gonna help you feel more relaxed in all those areas. It's full body release. Don't forget about those super, super long exhales. Good, and then when you're ready to get out of it, push through the yoga blocks, lift the right heel, drag it back behind you. You need to shake it out, and we'll switch. Pop the left leg in front of you, wacha, pull the toes back. You can start with those little half splits, depth and length, getting the hamstring ready and warmed up. Then you can take it to the full end range, just like we did before, guiding it just as slow, just as gracefully as the first leg, walking it back. So I'm still at a point where it takes me like 6 to 10 minutes to warm up into the splits. Might be a little warmer because I'm outside and it's really hot today, but I'm not somebody who can just pop right into my splits. And even if I was, your body still requires time to warm up to be fully safe in it. You don't want to pull your muscles, you don't want to get ahead of yourself. Just find the pulse where you can use your muscle strength, intrinsic activation to get deeper. And now I'm at the bottom, so maybe when I'm at the bottom, I'm almost there. I still like to use the yoga blocks, or you can set them aside if you have the space, and just guide yourself down from there. And then it just feels so good to be able to hold it, but it feels good no matter where you're at. It's like releasing tension, releasing anything, any stuck energy, providing you that clarity you need for the day. So you can take those twists, you can take that right arm up and across. Just listen to your body. You can keep holding, you can go back to the other side, or go back to those other stretches that you did before. But this is how I got my splits, and I did this every single day. Like, that was a huge goal of mine, was to get more flexy. So that's what I did, but really just a reminder, enjoy where you're at today, and you're gonna learn so much about yourself as you do this day in and day out. Let me know if you liked this video, if you wanna see more stretchy videos, or what's your style? What do you wanna see? Yoga, flexibility, desk breaks? I'm here for you. Drop a comment and let's get talking. Have a great day. Namaste.